I've almost been shot before. By my own pistol. By my own childhood friend. If you've ever been shooting before, it's a lot of fun. I like shooting, and I like guns, and over the years I've amassed a decent collection. But at the end of the day, firearms are lethal tools, and like a lot of lethal tools, you need to be careful with how you approach using them. Otherwise, well, I think you're smart enough to piece this together. When you start learning how to shoot, you get taught gun safety, and gun safety is paramount. There are 4 rules to always keep in mind whenever you shoot. The first rule is to have fun. The 4 rules are: always keep your guns pointed in a safe direction, treat guns as though they're always loaded, keep your finger off the trigger until your sights are on the intended target, and always be sure of what your target is and what's behind it. It's pretty straightforward, and most ranges adhere to those rules because the staff of any range don't know who you are. They don't know your experience and whether or not you're going to have an accident or potentially cause problems. Back in 2020, I was living a little further south, and a childhood friend of mine and his brother were passing through the area. We agreed to meet up and we went to a shooting range. I brought my carry pistol, a CZP-01, and one of my AKs, a Zastava ZPAP. I only had 2 guns back then, sue me. I gave him a quick rundown on how to treat the firearm since they've never gone shooting before. Always treat it like it's loaded, always make sure you're pointing it down range, yada yada. Now, they weren't particularly good at shooting. That's totally fine, it's their first time. They were having a good time just hanging out and catching up with me. They liked the feeling of shooting and we were cracking jokes. At some point, as my childhood friend was shooting, I called out to him to crack a joke. Now, since ear protection is a serious matter when shooting, it's a bit hard to hear in most ranges. I yelled out to him and he turned around, full 180. With my pistol in hand, finger on the trigger, flagging everyone at that range. The range officer, myself, his brother, and 2 other people started yelling at him to turn the f back around. I stepped in front of him in the way of the gun to turn him back around. I took the gun back in hand and lo and behold, the thing was still loaded. We got reprimanded by another range employee and we quietly cleaned up and went back to shooting. I didn't really think about it in the moment, but later that night I had that realization that, holy shit, I could have been shot. I'm glad that I didn't, but safety. Always make sure that you're safe. Thanks for watching.